Hello everyone and welcome back to the A+axiom. It's been a while seeing me on your screens, but today I bring to you a quick notice and an announcement. I know by now most of us has been able to grasp most of the concept, the usage, even having a skill, how to go and maneuver around the system. This video in particular is not only to specific people, it is to all, either students, teachers, parents, any one of the roles that is on the system. Working on the system from the Aplusaxiom IT consult with the team, today we made an adjustment to our data policy. We realized that it is true when we started working, we actually asked that we use password 123 so many times in our working, right? Remember we used password 123, right, so many times in our work. We actually did this in considering that was the children, especially because some of them might forget a little bit of their password, or some of them may not even have any experience with such management system, right? So we've seen that time has actually showed a difference, and we've tested the grounds to see that now we have the grounding and then we have actually the foot. So today we thought of data security, since even next month is going to be cybersecurity month. We at A+softech IT consult actually cares a lot. It is though not easy to build a software, but the most difficult aspect after building is the security aspect of the software that you have, either a system, either a network, or any other thing. The reason why we made these changes was this. In the system that we have, let me put in the system here, okay? We have the system right here. In the system that we are having, you should know that we have financial records on the system, and then we also have personal information. So financial records are for students. Let me put it in families. Yes, actually, okay, even with the school in particular, and then the personal information, everyone's name, we have age, we have occupation, and a lot. We care about this because we don't want your data to fall into the wrong hands. And the reason why it is risky to use the password, password 123 is because it is publicly known. And for me personally, as a pen tester, when we are doing password harvesting, these are some of the common passwords we try against systems. So at the moment it actually picks, it means that getting one particular password on the system can allow you to compromise the whole system. You compromise the whole system, right? We have admins, we have accounts, we have secretary, we have head teacher, we have teachers, we have students, we have a whole lot. And then we may not want your data to fall into the wrong hands, or we don't want any interceptor in here. So the best thing we did was to force password reset on only the account using password 123. So if you were having password 123 as your password, today if you should log in, you'll be asked to change your password immediately with immediate effect, and then you have to use your own strong password that you can remember. as I said, our consideration was most on the children, but even with them for now, I've seen they've gotten a strong hands. They know what they are doing, and then some of them even keep their passwords. So with this particular time of study and then time of supervision and a little bit of training, I think it is now time for us to come to a point of going into real enterprise policy change. Okay, so as I've said, this is going to help us a lot to avoid some of these things that I've actually mentioned. Compromisation of the school's data, family's financial record, sensitive data will not be even at stake. Admin, head teacher, financial records of the school, and etc. are not going to fall into the hands of the wrong people. Even if there should be password harvesting, even if there should be injection on the system has actually security and then tamper-proof systems within. But I know that most of the times, even though it is difficult to be an intruder on a system, right? It is very difficult. I don't want anybody to believe that it is easy to hack a system. It is not easy to hack a system. It is really and then pretty difficult. It only comes at a cost when the individuals using the system are not really much educated or not giving much insight on what to do and how to do it and the best practices. One infected person can lead to everybody being compromised on the system. If we have this one particular person in here, it can lead to this particular person having password 123 can actually lead to compromising the whole organization, right? So this is why it is risky, it is dangerous. So from today onwards, today is 17th July, that is 2026. Password 123 is unacceptable on the system. It is not picking it. At the moment you try, you are going to be asked to change the password. So let's try and then let's see. From me, even me, I was using that particular password, okay, but for the sake of the video I left it so that you can see what I mean. So look at this. I actually even used the Google login right from here, okay, to log in, but it is going to tell me how to change the password no matter what. So I click on my Google, it went back. Let me get back from here. Okay, I'll try again. Google login. Okay, it took me back. Okay, not this. I think I should use an account from my Chrome. I'll use this one, and then no, this one should work. Yes, so let me try a Google login from here. Yes, so this is what I mean. So from today, when you try using your password 123, it is not going to work. So you can see the account name right here. As you can see, the account name is showing right there here, and it says that your account requires a password change. Yes, my account requires a password change. Yes, so as you can see, password change. Before I can continue, this screen cannot be skipped. Every other page will be redirected back to you. Even if you log in, you come back here again until you are done, right? So here we already know that the default password that we were used to was password 123. As we know, password 123 small letters, right? So I'll enter password 123 here. Right, so as you can see, that is it. So what the following two fields, this one and this one, that should be your new password. And as I advise, you need a strong password. A strong password has a minimum of 8 characters and should have what? Letters, right? A, B, or C, D, any of the letters. It should have symbols, okay, question mark, hashtag, full stop, backslash, and forward slash, okay. You have what? Greater than, less than. You have quotation mark, double quotation mark. We have a lot, okay, semicolon, and etc. And then you have also numbers, right? You can be using what? Numbers as part of it. So a strong password should always what? Come with this. Let me try putting up in here. A strong password, okay, should come with this. An example, let me write an example. Maybe I'll say this is A, B, I'll say this is what? 31, okay, 5, I'll put what? S, T, capital A, and then B, and I'll put question mark, and I'll put, let's say, that is it. So this is a strong password. Why the reason for what? For a strong password? Okay, so today, as I'm saying, just this opportunity to just what? Educate us a little bit on what? On our cyber what? Safety, right? The reason why I recommend or password, a strong password is recommended or is important on every system, either on your Wi-Fi, on your phones, either on your laptops, either on your personal computers, or anything that you're having, which requires that you can at least put on a password. Your password should be minimum 8 characters, okay, with whatever that I've said, symbols, letters, numbers, right? And then what? And then more, right? The reason why is that is, assuming I have what? A password as what? As 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see this. If I am, a hacker, okay, or a bad guy trying to run deep into your system, this is what is going to happen. I'm going to perform what we call permutations and combinations on your password. So I can start 1111, right? 1112, and then just know that definitely I will be able to get what? All the pairs for what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I will be able to get all the pairs for what? For 1, 2, 3, 4. But imagine having what? A lot, like what? Like capital S, capital B, small a 1, and then 0, and then what? Question mark, and then hashtag, and then this. When? Who is going to guess this? Nobody is going to actually guess this. Nobody is going to be able to get this. And then there is no way this is going to take what? 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 years to guess. That is what I mean by what? By making what? Change what to our password. Okay, it's very, very important. So this what actually takes a lot of time. Even if we should be using the powerful computer on earth, it is still going to struggle to find this. And then the longer the password, the harder it is to break. Okay, so today I will leave us in here with this, and I will advise that we all go back to change the passwords, and then we'll all stay safe until we meet again. This is the A+axiom. Bye for now.
Since I was also having, but I logged in with my this one, the email password in this one, so I'm done now. So when I use for the Microsoft this one, I use the same thing. So that
the same thing.